How many of you still write checks? Well, some do, and check fraud has increased over the past few years.
Experts say if you are still using checks, there's a few things you should be aware of to avoid being scammed. Channel 8's Matthew Mittleider has more.
Cases of check fraud are spiking across the country, nearly doubling in 2022. That's according to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network. At the same time, the United States Postal Service reports that complaints of mail theft have more than doubled recently. While check usage has dropped over the years, people across the country still wrote around 3.4 billion of them last year. The Better Business Bureau says many banks will work with their clients to reimburse them for frauds, but it can take some time for checks to bounce and people to even realize that they've been scammed.
We do see it in tandem with a lot of things, less so just this is a fake check and let's see if we can get this into your account. It's more used in conjunction with things like romance fraud, like employment scams.
Here in Lancaster County, the White Collar Crime Division coordinates with the Lincoln Police Department and other law enforcement agencies to prosecute anyone responsible for fraudulent checks.
Most of the checks that folks are going to get now that are scam related are usually going to be business checks. Certainly if you receive a business check in the mail for somebody that you don't work for or you're not expecting the check, that definitely might be a good idea to give them a call to make sure that the check is valid.
Sergeant Weiss says one scam they see is when someone will be expecting a check, but they'll receive one that's written for thousands of dollars over the expected amount. The sender will then ask them to return that balance through a wire transfer, cryptocurrency, or even gift cards. Weiss says anytime you're asked to send something back to the sender after cashing a check, it should be a red flag. He also says when sending your own checks, avoid using the mail and instead deliver it in person. But if you absolutely must mail a check, don't put it in your residential mailbox. Instead, drop it off at the post office or give it directly to the mail person.
Definitely don't leave it overnight or over the weekend because there are thieves that are out there looking. I've been a cop for almost 25 years and I don't think in the past 23 or so I've put anything in my mailbox. Everything that I deliver goes to the post office.
Officials say if you come across any fraudulent checks, report it to police, the BBB, and your bank. Reporting in Lincoln, Matthew Mittleider, Channel 8 News.